Hi, my name is Cassandra Gonzalez, and I am in your Summer 2 Speech 1315 class. And for my informational speech, I will be sharing about the famous Salem witchcraft trials. The famous Salem witchcraft trials took place in 1692 in Salem Village, Massachusetts. This was considered a dark time in American history. Young girls would scream and bark and dance in the woods for no apparent reason. With these crazy outbursts, their parents had no other choice but to get the girls examined by a doctor, Dr. William Gritz. With no other logical explanation for these crazy outbursts, William Gritz had no other choice but to classify these girls as bewitched. The villagers feared that the devil was trying to destroy their Christianity and their community. They also believed that the devil could give certain people, known as witches, the power to harm others in return for their loyalty. 200 people were accused of witchcraft. 20 were executed, along with 2 dogs. Since the accused witches were considered dangerous prisoners, they were kept in dungeons and were chained to the wall because jail officers believed that this would prevent their spirits from fleeing the jail and tormenting their victims. There was a number of witch cases. They also believed that the witches were the cause of smallpox. They believed that it was a punishment from God because the girls apparently worshipped the devils. The villagers also believed that the witches were the cause of their harsh winters. It was all just one big mess. They had an observation test that was very one-sided. It was a total of 4 steps. The first part of the test was that the victim would have to recite the Lord's Prayer. The second was physical evidence. If there was any birthmarks, warts, moles, or any kind of blemishes were considered portals for the devil to enter their body. The third step was they would call upon the accusers to share what they saw about the victim and why they considered them witches. The fourth step was spiritual evidence, if there was any ghost or funny spirits lurking around these people. All these steps showed was that the villagers were very small-minded and anyone could be accused of witchcraft. There was no real support to what they felt. It was just based on how insane they were and how little they knew about anything. But then again, they were closed off from the new world and had no other way to turn but to religion. It was all just ridiculous on how they saw the world and how they believed in all this sorcery. If one did not pass the 4-step test, they would tie their legs to a rock and throw them in a river or a lake. And if they managed to get free, that meant they were a witch. They would also hang them on trees and call out all the villagers to come and watch. If you ask me, it was just all one big crazy mess. Modern day states the theory that suggests that women were suffering with epithys, boredom, child abuse, mental illnesses, and even disease brought by eating raw infected with fungi. Till this very day, people still talk about the famous Salem witchcraft trials and state what they believed actually happened and their facts and how things should have went differently and just so much things. There's just so much more to add. But who can really tell? Nobody really stated all the facts back then, so you can't really say because we weren't really there. And that's all I have to say for the famous Salem witchcraft trials. Thank you.